All right, you're welcome to another edition of Serious Matters with Oluwo. And here we are giving you matters that are making the rounds, on the news. When you go to our website, ONIF reporters.com, you find news upon news upon news, events that are taking place across the globe. But in this particular bulletin, we're going to be sharing, we're going to be talking about this king in Nigeria who, the media sees him as a very controversial king because of his style and model of rulership or leadership. This king, you understand, or you would have heard, that just divorced his wife, and so he's been in the news lately about a particular fight that took place between him and another king. He was said to have beat up another king, and he has responded to criticisms across the media circles, where they have been judging him and saying all sorts of things. Lately he said, "Leave me to God, stop judging me on social media." He's saying that this matter is a matter of kings. When it comes to issues that concerns kings, that no one is supposed to judge them but God. And there were protests. There was a protest that demanded the suspension of Oluwo for beating Oba Dikirulai Olabira. This coming from Osun State, where he is actually a king and where the event actually took place. Residents of Obaba have stormed Osun State Secretariat, Abirish, Osun State, to protest the alleged beating of their monarch, Oluwo of Obaba, Oba Dikirulai Olabira, on Friday during a peacemaking meeting by the Oluwo of Owu. The people of the town have come out to protest that event that took place, and they are not taking it lightly. Now, the protester bore placards with inscriptions such as "Justice must prevail," "Justice must prevail," also saying that Oluwo destroys traditions, suspend him. Oluwo destroys traditions. These are things or events or issues that we've never had, so to speak. We've never had, come up of a king beating up another king. Should kings, come that low or come to that point where they begin to exchange, to engage in physical battles or physical fights and what have you? The protesters the placards with all these inscriptions. They said, "Oyetola, save our souls." They also said, Oyetola is the governor of Osun State, for those of you who did not know. They also said, "Suspend Rashid Akombi now," among other and many, many more. Now, the king, who actually is controversial, who is actually the key point here, Oba Akombi Oluwo of Iwoland, has responded saying that you should leave him to God and stop judging him. I would like us to talk about the issue of this king, and let's see how what's your opinion about this particular king. For me, he's been a very controversial king, so to speak. For me, he's been a very controversial king in the media. A lot of things have been said about him. He does his own thing the young man way. Let me just put it that way. The young boy way. He does his own things that way. But going as far as beating up our fellow monarch, our fellow king, it's a no for me. Now, he said the Oluwo yesterday explained his frosty relationship with some traditional rulers in Iwo, Oluwo and Ayedire local government areas of Osun State. Now, the Oluwo was last Friday reported to have beaten the Agbowo of Obaba at a peace meeting convened by the Assistant Inspector General of Police, Zone 11. Breaking his silence on the outrage that trailed the incidents, the Oluwo yesterday asked his critics to leave him to God and stop judging him on the social media. According to him, Nigerians outside Iwoland are ignorant of the true situation of things and the hardship some monarchs in their domain are inflicting on their subjects. And so that's part of his stand, saying that there are a lot of things that are going on that we do not know about, and yet we are trying to judge him. Now, Oluwo, in a statement he signed, said, "For those who care to know the background to the Olobaba or Olobaba's arrogant attitude at the AIG Zone 11 peace meeting, I have decided to break my silence. What played out at the peace meeting was a gang up to twist my hands backward and prevent me from defending these poor people they have continued to oppress with immunity." So he is saying that he's actually defended the poor people who are being oppressed. He said it was a case of the oppressors fighting back against the defender of the oppressed, their victim. Now, in the course of the meeting, the Oluwo tried to play out their orchestrated plan when he tried to poke his walking stick in my eyes, and I quickly responded to prevent him from achieving their plans, to turn me to a blind king. Many of these monarchs are lording themselves over their subjects, taking their family lands and selling their inheritance. That's a bit sensitive. Selling their inheritance with impunity. They have gone as far as arresting and imprisoning anyone in these families who try to obstruct them from selling their heritage. Wow. I'm pretending as if I didn't see that before. But then, a fight outside by Monarch, it's a no for me. But reasons behind this, now that the Oluwo of Iwoland has broken the silence regarding this, what's your opinion? All the same, what is still your opinion regarding this king and this event that has taken place very, very lately? Drop your opinions, your comments, we're welcome. Thank you very much.